Really? I didn't know that $10 off extra. I was like, why didn't you just buy it the first time when it was on sale?
It's a sweet scam.
Wow, really is a sweet scam, Matthew.
Yeah.
People must have been getting fired over the negligence, the gross negligence that allowed you to save $10 here and there.
Yeah, the customer is always right. Where were we going
You're
with all
a
this?
You're a sneaky one, Matthew.
And the next day they shut down.
You're a sneaky sneak.
Yeah.
Matthew, I was thinking other ways that you could be a sneaky sneak.
How?
I think you should join a karate class. Matthew, if you won like
what are these strange questions? I haven't even answered which army I'd like to be in.
Oh, yeah. You're right. All right, let's do karate. We'll get back to army.
All right.
You get a 2-year pass for every Thursday. You're going to karate.
Okay.
Are you into it?
It's a free pass?
Yeah. You got free karate class. Are you going to go? 2 years. You can get pretty good at karate in 2 years.
Is it like a Bush League karate course, or is it they're really teaching me karate like I can do and go and do some karate after? Am I a weapon? Is what I'd like to know.
I'd say mid-level karate.
Okay.
Like your sensei is Asian, but he's not like a
hard Asian.
No. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's go with that. So he's a North Americanized Asian person who definitely knows karate, but they're not like it's not their whole life.
Okay. Like he's not always wearing robes.
Yeah. He does other things.
Yeah.
You might see him at the pharmacy, after going to his dojo for 6 months, and he just looks like a regular guy buying some cough syrup.
Okay, like he buys cough syrup, he buys Advil, he doesn't use...
he doesn't use his chi to expel the evil forces of cold and sinus flu.
Now, do I have to do this at my age now?
Yes. You're not going back in time as a child. You're doing it. You just won it on a radio contest. You called in, you knew what song number 5 was, and you got a 2-year...
Drops of Jupiter.
Yeah.
Was it? Am I doing this with children? Am I karateing children?
Okay, let's say you have options. You could do the child's beginner class, or you could do the intermediate adult class.
Oh, child's beginner, because I'm going to rock them. Rock them and sock them.
Well, okay. Why do you want to beat up the children so much?
Because I could take on a few of them at a time.
Okay, all right, but you probably wouldn't in the karate class. Maybe later on in some kind of a test.
Maybe.
Test of strength.
Yeah. I could be like the villain that all the kids have to try and defeat.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's kind of like if
self-sacrifice.
Like if you have to ever, in a police situation, if you have to play the rapist.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of
the
girl
dog
cops
attacks
who have to... Well, not the dog. Just women doing self-defense classes.
Oh, okay.
And you get to play the rapist or the murderer.
Sure. Whatever.
Some negative character.
Yeah.
I guess your goal is not to beat them, though.
No, that's correct.
Okay, but in the karate class, I could beat the children. I could throw them around and toss them.
I suppose. Would you be... Okay, so you've chosen you're going to fight children in karate class. Mm-hmm. Do you not think that limits the upper end of the skill you can garner? Don't you think it would be better to train against adults instead of children? Because how many times in your life are you going to fight a gang of children versus like a single adult? I don't know what you get up to on your afternoons, Matthew. Do gangs of roving youths often pick fights with you?
Well, that's the thing. Like if I do that, and then if ever I go to Slovakia or something,
sure,
you got tons of kids there, and they're just waiting to beat you up and rob you and do whatever to you.
I mean, if I took this course with you, Matthew, I would have a little more confidence when I bike around on my 3-wheel bicycle, my adult tricycle, and children make fun of me. I feel like I could be like, stop my tricycle and stand up and say, "What'd you say?" Yeah. And then they'd like throw rocks at me, and I'd get back on my bike and bike away.
Now, this way you wear your karate outfit with your black belt or your teal belt or whatever belt you've acquired at the time. You ride around on your tricycle with that. No one's going to stop you.
I feel like I'd be even worse off in that situation.
I once rode my bicycle with my scout uniform on, and I got harassed.
I can imagine. So Matthew, you're beating up children, but in a war situation, are you beating them up from the sky or the ground?
That's the thing. Ground is comfortable. I like to have my feet firmly planted, but I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get stabbed.
No.
I don't want to get kidnapped. I feel like get kidnapped. I don't want to get
you could
taken
hostage.
Taken hostage. I don't want to be a POW.
Yeah.
Up in the sky, though, I call the shots.
Well, unless there's another plane taking you out in the sky.
Yeah, I'm dead then. At that point, I'm dead.
Yeah. There's not much long suffering. Like, your plane's going down, you're done.
Yeah, and it's like, if I die on the ground, it's just me dying. I'm dying. But if I die in a plane, I'm taking out like $1 million piece of equipment.
Okay. What if your plane crashes and there's an explosion? You go flying from the wreckage and you lose your legs, but you're still alive.
Well, that'd be awful. Why would you suggest that?
So despite your fear of heights, you're going to be in the Air Force, Royal Canadian Air Force, Sergeant Matthew Jankovic.
Just like Maverick, except not the Canadian Air Force. Top Gun.
Top Gun.
I'm going to Top Gun it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you just want to play volleyball?
And listen to Danger Zone.
Okay.
Kenny Loggins on a loop.
So Matthew, have you ever been to Casse-Croûte Normand before?
No, I haven't.
What were your first impressions when you walked into the place? There were only a couple other people there. I think I took my hat off or gave you a salute. Maybe just a wave.
It's cozy. I felt at home.
Yeah, it felt nice. A lot of
candles,
wood. There
burning.
were candles. It's not too often that we go to a restaurant that has candles on the table. Usually it's fancier than this. Not to speak ill of Casse-Croûte Normand, but it's a Casse-Croûte. It's not a fancy candlelight bistro like some of the other places we've been to.
No, this is probably. I didn't feel like I didn't belong at this place.
That's nice.
I was fairly disheveled today.
You look fine, Matthew. You look like your usual self.
Beard, hair is all out of turn. My hair was a mess.
Well, it's looking pretty okay.
I was running around to get there. I was late. So. Yeah. Anyway, it felt like a nice warm place to be.
So we sat down. We were looking through the menu. On the front of the menu, they had some accolades. They have been declared the best hot dog in Montreal by both the Journal de Montréal and the 24-hour newspaper that you can find in the Metro. I don't even know if it's still in the Metro. I feel like I haven't seen it in a while. They've been named the best poutine by someone else. There was just some facts like how their burgers are 100% pure beef every day. Should be weird. Like on Sundays, we mix in a lot of turkey.
Yeah.
So Matthew, we looked through that menu. What'd you end up ordering?
Cheeseburger.
Oh,
super
Matthew.
easy.
This show's supposed to be a back and forth. I feel like I'm doing all the talking.
All right. Well, how do I?
You also got a French fry. You got a Pepsi.
Yeah. I got French fry, Pepsi, cheeseburger. I did the regular order, ketchup, mustard.
Yeah.
I said onions if you got them. They did not have them. I did not get them. No tomato. Really classic order. I didn't want to fill my body up too much with food that I couldn't handle. I wasn't as hungry.
Okay.
You though, what'd you get? You got a little more.
I got the Norman Special.
Yeah.
Which was a cheeseburger with lettuce and tomatoes on it, pickle, a special Norman mayonnaise, French fries, coleslaw, a whole quarter of a dill pickle, and a little piece of red bell pepper on top of that pickle. Why not?
How do you feel about mayonnaise named after a man?
I mean, I didn't really think twice about it. You said specifically. I said, "Do you want to try some of this Norman mayonnaise?" You said, "I love when mayonnaise is named after someone, a man in particular."
Because I feel like it's garnered some sort of special attention. There's something special about it, and
because if I say Hellman's mayonnaise, do you assume that Hellman is a lady?
No.
You think Hellman is a man?
A man with like an anchor tattoo on his arm.
Hellman.
Yeah, pretty much. And I hate Hellman's mayonnaise, though. I wouldn't ever eat that.
Because I think it's a lady.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got a little blue bow on the label.
Well, that's just dressing it up.
It could be. Or it could have been, like Stephanie Hellman's recipe.
No, something like Roy Hellman's.
Roy Hellman.
Yeah, there you go.
Gonna slaughter you.
Terrible mayonnaise.
Sounds like a wrestler. Maybe that's what he used the mayonnaise for.
Roy
Slather
Hellman?
himself in mayonnaise.
No one can catch him.
Getting into the ring.
And he'd probably smell pretty rank. Especially if
I
it's
don't know.
expired.
Yeah, why is it expired?
Why not? You keep the
He
other
makes
guy
it
away.
himself. It's his own fresh mayonnaise.
Well, it doesn't have to be fresh.
Why would it not be? He makes it himself.
You keep people away. Would you even want to be close to someone who had rank mayonnaise covering their body?
Or new mayonnaise, for that matter. I don't really want to hang out with someone
You don't judge.
who's drenched in mayonnaise.
That's true.
Unless it was Norman mayonnaise, because that was some pretty tasty mayonnaise.
That was like a spicy orange, but not that spicy. It's like a
Not
sushi
that
mayonnaise.
spicy. Yeah, kinda. To me, it mostly just tasted like mayonnaise, but only a little extra something. But it didn't look like it was only a little extra something. It looked like it was a lot of extra something.
Clearly, the biggest mystery of the whole evening,
Yeah, really.
the whole afternoon.
The whole, yeah. So the two biggest mysteries so far. 3. Who is Norman? When did this place open? What's in Norman's mayonnaise?
Questions fit for Robert Stack to answer.
Matthew, what did you think of? Oh, and I got a hot dog. So this place, because it was boasting about its hot dog so much, I had to order one. Nice steamed hot dog. Apparently the best steamy in Montreal in 2015. And so I got it. First thing I did was ignore my burger, ignore my fries, and have a big bite of that hot dog. You know what? That was a dang good hot dog.
But what goes into making a steamed hot dog? It's just steam.
You know, they're almost all the same. Like the quality difference between a not great one and a really great one is not huge. But I guess it's the hot dog itself. This was a Schneider's hot dog, and tasted real good in my mouth. The texture, the taste, real nice. Not too much mustard. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
All right. What do they use like a juicy jumbo? Wouldn't that just be unfair?
Grilled? Maybe. I don't know if it would cook properly. I feel like it needs to be grilled. It should have little grill lines on it.
Yeah, maybe. That's just how they want you to do it, but you can do it however you want.
I guess once you've bought that hot dog, it's up to you. There's no one stopping you.
No one policing you on your grilling.
You never know, though. Grilling. You never know. What if the people at Jumbo Hot Dog Company swing by your place?
The big elephant comes by to check out what's going on.
Is that what is a Jumbo Hot Dog Company?
I don't know.
The big elephant. What the hell is that?
Well, he's the mascot.
Of the Jumbo Hot Dog?
Yeah, the Juicy Jumbos. He's a jumbo.
Okay, so
you're not eating elephant hot dogs, I hope.
I hope not. So so the elephant comes by and he's like, "What you doing there?" And you're like in front of your oven, or your stove, and there's water boiling, and you look over your shoulder.
You haven't done it yet.
You haven't. Well, no, you are doing it right now.
Oh,
it's steaming as we speak. You look over your shoulder, and this elephant is leering at you. Yeah. What are you doing there? I see you bought some hot dogs. How are you cooking them? See a lot of steam there. Pretty steamy situation we're in here. You're like, just steaming some broccoli. Trying to have a healthy side.
Yeah.
And then he reaches his trunk in.
Oh, it's terrifying. So he's outside.
He's outside.
And
he's sticking his head in the window.
He's not the size of a large man. He's the size of a full-grown.
He's an elephant.
Male elephant.
Yeah. But he's like a cartoonish a mascot elephant. So you're on the second floor of your home, and he's standing there with his big flat feet on his hips while he reaches his trunk in. Smells like hot dog. Doesn't smell like broccoli. And you're like, all right, it's true. I'm steaming these jumbos. And then he just like trashes your place, breaks down your wall, stomps on you.
No warning.
Tramples you.
It's like the warnings on the package.
It's that fine print. You got to read that fine print.
I guess.
Right under ingredients.
I feel like no way that elephant gets his trunk into my kitchen without me grabbing the butcher knife and cutting myself off.
Oh my God, Matthew. Would you do that?
A nice chunk of trunk.
Oh boy. What would you do with that trunk?
Harvest some of that ivory too.
Steam it?
Steam it, yeah, but for sure, like, chamfer off some of that sweet ivory.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Stuff's
if it's in your home, might as well.
Oh, see, that's the trick. You start to boil your hot dogs so that elephant, and he's like, oh, maybe you should come a little closer. He sticks his his sweet ivory horns into
Tusks.
the tusks, the horns of the face.
Yes.